The Stock Show by Whitley Whitlow. Every champion was once a contender that refused to never give up. There are many kinds of people that make up the stock show world, but we are all contenders that slowly but surely become a champion. The world of stock show is made up of many different types of people and animals and shows. Whether you're just showing at your county show or going from San Antonio all the way to San Angelo, maybe a steer, goat, or pig, some way, somehow, you, your animal, and the people around you become one great big family. Stock show started in 1854 with the San Antonio Livestock Exposition, also known as SALE, Sale, as one of the first ever shows in the state of Texas. Soon, many other cities began to follow with this amazing tradition. But then a problem arose. Where were the children or the exhibitors going to keep their animals or projects? Then people started to answer this problem with a great desire to help. Thanks to Mr. Joe Freeman, he helped build the first ever show facility at the San Antonio Stock Show, which is still to this day called the Joe and Harry Freeman. There are many types of stock shows around the state of Texas. There are major shows, county shows, and prospect shows. Major shows are kind of like the playoffs to stock show, but anybody can pretty much enter them. The major shows that you can enter are San Antonio, San Angelo Stock Show and Rodeo, Houston Stock Show and Rodeo, Austin, which is the Star of Texas, Dallas, which is the State Fair of Texas, and Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo. Now, the next step is your county show. You can show in these as long as you live in the county that you plan to show in. This is kind of like the semifinals to the playoffs. Now, prospect shows are just like tournaments. These shows are all over the state of Texas. Anybody can enter these shows. Now, these are just for fun. The idea behind them are to get the exhibitor and the animal out for a few practice shows before they have to go to the semifinals or playoffs. So don't get too upset if you don't do well. Sometimes, some animals are just more prepared than your animal is. First thing that made me want to stock show was that I love being around animals. Ever since I was a little girl, my parents had me around cattle and horses. I really don't know how I got started in the sheep and goat showing industry, but I sure do love it. There are many types of animals that you can show. There's steers, heifers, goats, sheep, pigs, rabbits, and chickens. Steers are castrated male bovine, which is pretty much cattle, and heifers are bovine, which are females that have not had a baby yet. Now you can only show male pigs, goats, and sheep, unless you enter the breeding show, which is a whole different topic. The rabbit and chicken industry is very small in the stock show world, but you do not hear much about it. But it is still there, rockin' and a roll. Now, if you love being outside all the time, stock show is another great opportunity to be outside 24/7. Now let me tell you, we have been outside in stock shows in the 100-degree weather and the 30-degree weather, but it is sure. Showing also teaches you a great big deal of responsibility. If I didn't have to get up at 6 o'clock every morning and feed those 10 to 12 head of animals, I'm pretty sure I would not be able to get through school and everyday life as easily as I do. Now, if you are already the responsible type, well, here's just another great opportunity to prove that you are the responsible one. Believe me, people will start to notice how responsible you are because these animals do not and cannot feed themselves or train. The hard part about stock show is training the animals. Having to go out there every day to make sure the animal is show ready can be tiring, but in the end, all the hard work pays off. So keep on walking those animals, embracing those animals, or whatever you do to show off their muscle to the judge. Keep doing it. Don't ever give up until you're in that show ring and the judge is giving you a reason on why he gave you that grand champion spot. It won't be because of how nice your animal is. Okay, some of it will be because of that, but you will know the real reason why it is because you were out there every day training your animal and never ever giving up. Even through those tough, upsetting days, you never gave up. Now the last and final thing that makes me want to keep showing and will hopefully make you want to show is the friendships that you will make. These friendships will last you an eternity. You will get to meet people from all over the great state of Texas and from some other states too. And the amazing thing about these people is that they will be your friends for a lifetime. I know I have made some amazing friends that I have called my family along the way. We are all very close, and we even have our own show team. Being the oldest on the show team, I know that these amazing friends will stick with me while I'm out of high school doing wonderful things. But I also know that they will keep me in the stock show loop, tell me every little thing that happened at the show, or every little detail about the animal that won the show. Stock show is a big part of my life. I hope it will be a part of yours too soon. Whether it's your first time or your 100th time, your heart will always have a place for showing in it. Just remember, every champion was once a contender that refused to never give up. That next champion or contender could be you. So get out there and enjoy stock show as much as I do. I know you will. If you love animals and love being around people and love making new friends, you will sure love the stock show world. So get out there and be that next contender that turned in. I'd like to take the time to thank my references, Jerry Whitlow and Crystal Whitlow. Y'all are my lovely parents, and y'all have been with me throughout my entire stock show year. I love for y'all for that, and I can't thank y'all enough. Hudson Lee and John O'Brien. John, you're like my other dad. I couldn't ask for another better other dad in the stock show world. Hudson, you're like my little brother. Thank you so much for being there for me. And now Wade Pinkston. Last but not least, you just came into our stock show world, but you sure made it fun and interesting. I can't thank you enough for being there and supporting me, and I love y'all for that. Thank you, my references, and my stock show family. Just remember, we're always a team, and we'll always be one great big family.